All right, bring it up. I'm ready. He says I'm ready for your home.
We are going live, right? Welcome. Welcome to Culture Vulture Radio CVR. I am Connor, and this, of course, is my sexual partner and brother, which makes it even more easier to get along with him.
Alistar there, Commissar.
What's up, dude?
I don't know. After the fire,
Oh,
they're actually coming back. Did you hear? I don't. Their Commissar,
yeah.
downtown around. They got that shit from. I don't want to give the Bloodhound Gang too much credit, but I think it was them that were like, "Yo, I'm gonna do some gangster shit or whatever." It's just like a track. I hated them. My friend was listening to him, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" He's like, "Yo, I'm bringing this shit gangster." The guy's like, he's bringing up like Biggie and Tupac. He's like, "Nah, bigger than that." And the guy's like, "I'm taking this. I'm talking about motherfucking Falco and shit." And I was like, "All right, that was pretty funny." But Falco was good.
Fuck?
Falco. He's dead. He died in a car accident, which is sad in like '98. But he was pretty. He was a German like shyster rapper. Scheiser rapper.
German Scheiser rapper. He's like, Eschen mein Scheiser.
Is it ever okay to use the word shisty or shyster anymore, or is that just like anti-Semitic? Like, I'm serious.
Everything's anti-Semitic. I'm pretty sure that is too now.
No, I mean, like, let's talk like sense, like you. I'm not talking about politically correct pussy world out there.
I wish
I'd turn it down.
I think you're not allowed to
Negative
use it.
Negative connotations.
I always thought that heebie-jeebies was a racist term.
The Hebrews. That's what
I always thought that it meant and apparently it doesn't. It's like some middle-aged thing, like where they were like, no, it just meant to be scared. But I have a feeling they were like, oh no, the Hebes on you, but I have the heebie-jeebies. What was that place that you played at in the city years ago? Didn't you play at heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, I played heebie-jeebies 3 times. I was a headliner there. People were freaked. CBG. I miss CBGBs, man. That was the best place to play. I don't give a fuck. We drove all the way the fuck out there. We packed that place out. They invited us back as special guests. We got to play the gallery, and I stole the toilet tank, and I have a panel from the wall. I shouldn't say that. Dude, it's probably people would probably pay for it. It's got graffiti on it.
I have a panel from the wall. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. I don't have a panel that says like voter die hardcore 92. There's like somebody loves somebody 1979 on it. I'm like, fucking check the date on that. Blondie might have played that night. You know what I mean? So I always kept it. And I had a toilet tank cover that I stole. We had in the back of Bill's van. We were driving back, and this silverfish, Connor's foot of fucking this motherfucker was like, it was like a silverfish centipede death thing. Came out of the Bowery. Okay. This thing was this big. It was like, hi. Goes right under his seats. I looked over at my girlfriend and I was like, that thing ain't ever coming out. It's probably still in that thing.
And then it evolved into Bill himself. Like some mimic thing. It just took him over.
I was like, Bill, I don't want to freak you out, but I was like a bug about the size of my penis. Just went underneath your but I would never use bug and my penis in the same sense. It's just taboo. Unless you're in certain areas where like you bug chase.
That's CBGB's. That's what that 1979 date was.
No, I heard you had to
Tim
go to
love
Sax's Kansas
Tim
City.
loves blue like fucking Blaze,
So
1979,
now,
and then by 80 they were both dead.
so now, bug chasing is a real thing that people actually went for and did,
So
right? Like that's not a made up thing.
so bug chasing is so there's
I
a
shouldn't even have
whole
said it then because it could just be
there's a
this really
whole
awful
there's a
thing.
whole article on it where there's a sect of gay dudes who want to get AIDS, and they're called bug chasers. So they go to the village, and
That
all
sounds whack.
it's real,
That
and all
sounds.
of these
Is it?
it's James. I will.
I'm not saying no. It just does sound wild. It sounds so wild. Like it's like, yo, I'm gonna get hyper AIDS, like, and die quicker and not get anything good out of it. Why? Is it like mental health? Is it like
It's
just they're
well,
not
that's the only
right?
thing I can fix. That's like being like, oh
Well,
man, my
I
friend
wonder,
has
and there's probably
cancer.
straight. There's probably straight guys that would do it too. Oh yeah, remember that guy from that band Sun Red Sun that like supposedly gave women AIDS on purpose, like gave them HIV in the 80s?
Who? Fucking Ray Gillen from Black Sabbath.
Ray, yeah, yeah. I mean, supposedly I've heard that from several people that. So it's not just a gay thing. It's just some psychopathic shit. Unfortunately, gay people get blamed for that
There you
sometimes.
go.
I don't. And
There's the
so
Wikipedia
it's
article. Bug chasing is a
oh, it's
rare
real as
practice of
fuck.
intentionally seeking human immunodeficiency virus HIV through sexual activity. Bug
Is
chasers.
it is it is it exclusively gay, or is it just say that it's all
It says it's
anybody?
a rare practice. But
Okay,
it's
so
a
it's
constitutive subculture of
probably
barebackers, men who have unprotected sex with other men. It is exceedingly uncommon for men to self-identify as bug chasers, but among those that who do, their behavior does not consistently match this identification. Instead, they often seek ambiguous sexual situations rather than the ones which their partners are known to have HIV.
so then they're looking to spread it because if they know they
There
don't
are
know if the other
some
person has it,
explanations
then
for the
what's their
behavior
business with that? Wait, did that
ranging.
did that just the way you just read that sounded like that they would actually try to infect people?
There are some explanations for the behavior ranging from sexual excitement at the idea of HIV positive status to finding a shared sense of community with other HIV positive people to suicide.
Okay, it's mental health. It's not a gay thing. It's mental health. And now, if you believe that that entails, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that goes beyond being gay. That's not like I wouldn't pin that on the gay community on something like that. I think that that's like, and there's straight guys that probably do it too. They just don't get caught.
Well,
Everybody
that's
watches.
probably
Oh,
what
I
they.
will say this: in all fairness, everybody keeps a microscope on the gay community, so they get caught for whatever they do,
I'm
and then they
sure
get
there's
blamed for things
guys
that
who
they
do
don't
it.
do.
I'm sure there's guys who do it, and it's like
Oh, I'm sure
that's
there's
probably
freaky.
what
I
they.
mean, there's obviously,
That's
dude. I
probably
mean,
that's probably why it said men who have the sexual thrill of having HIV. I don't know about you. I've never sat there and been like, I can't come unless I have HIV.
if somebody ever gave me something like that, straight ass killing them. I'm killing them before I die so that they don't. I'm gonna last longer than them. That's cruel, And plus, that used to be a murder charge. But the way that we do things, cashless bail and all that shit. It's like, oh no, like when you used to give somebody like HIV, as soon as it turned to like AIDS or whatever, it was a murder charge.
It was a
So
murder.
now
It
it's
was a
like, oh
murder
no,
charge at
that's
HIV too.
yeah. So it's like, but now they're like, oh, you can't do that because it hurts like certain communities. It's like, no, like if you just, I don't care if you're gay or straight, like you don't fucking give somebody that shit and you fucking make sure that you don't have it. And if you do have it, you're open about it. But now they have like medications for undetectable. That's great. But it's never been known to spread it. But what if it does? I grew up in the early 90s, like Ryan White and Arthur Ashe, and just innocent people getting AIDS and being deathly afraid, and Magic Johnson not being allowed to play basketball because everybody was going to get sick from his sweat. So I don't like this shit. I don't want to fucking hear that. You want to go and get fucking AIDS and shit, then go to an AIDS colony. I don't fucking know. But if you're somebody who just accidentally got it, there's innocent people that do have AIDS. So now you're just putting a negative stigma on those people. So you're just a selfish piece of shit. Yeah, it's just a psychopathic thing. I don't. It's not something that I would chalk up to the gay community. I would say it's for psychopaths exclusively. And if psychopaths happen to show gay tendencies, it's because they're not right. So they could show straight tendencies and not be right. Rapists rape women and they're not right. And dude, you think about it. Like, there's no way in your mind you could ever rape a woman. That's the most insane
That's
fucking
the most
idea. Like,
pussiest
I
thing
can't
you
even
can
watch it in
do.
movies. I can't even watch it in movies, dude.
Well, those are
But there are
snuff
people that
films, and
sit
that's
in
different.
Central Park and they wait for a woman who's just jogging, and it's like, the fuck? Those people are just psychos and they're cruel. I wouldn't sit there and be like, they're gay. No. I mean, at the core of it, they're fucked up.
It's a pussy act.
And they need to be adjusted accordingly. You know, I don't. It's not a community thing. It's not like, oh, that guy raped somebody and he shows gay tendency, I'm gonna blame the gay community. I don't do that. It's like, no, that motherfucker's just guilty. That's why I don't like when they fucking anybody harbors like, or like Kevin Spacey does that dumb. He's like, well, now I choose to live like a gay man. It's like,
I
well,
choose
okay,
to
that's
live
fine.
like a
Let's
gay
go back
man.
to what you just did wrong. You could be gay. That's fine. I have no problem with you being gay, but you did something wrong. But now it's like, no, no, it's homophobic if you fuck with him. It's like, no, it's not. He did something fucked up.
I just picture like two guys being like like going to Kevin Spacey's house and being like, we have to
He's
go to
such
the
a
cops
fuck.
about you. And he's like, he pulls a knife out and he's like, you boys are in a whole lot of doo doo. And they're like, I fucking hate Kevin.
You're
Great
and I'd
actor,
probably
but
burn him. Like,
piece of
yeah, and
shit.
I have an idea that you might be in my video in like five. Fuck that,
Dude,
dude.
imagine if
Whatever. Let's
can
get
you
off that
imagine if
shit.
Kevin
Fuck all
Spacey
that.
kept doing really horrible crimes, like Kevin Spacey commits genocide in another country, and they're like, "You're under arrest," and he goes on the news like, "I choose to live my life like a gay man," and they're like, "Fuck, he keeps
Like,
pulling that card. We can't stop him."
and they find out that like Kevin Spacey moved to Sri Lanka, and you're like, oh fuck, you know? It's like,
Oh no,
that's not good.
hide the she-males. He's gonna get them.
No, I would just say that he would take over their government and commit genocide, Connor. That's what I was just trying to find a small country. You just went
I kind of equate like Thailand and Indonesia.
she-males.
Yeah,
She-males, dude.
she's. What do you?
She-males.
Would you?
That's the best you could say.
Does
That's
that
the
term
best you
not?
could say.
Does that term not equate for you?
It's just weird. It's like you could even say transvestite to me. I don't care, but like she-males just sounds like a really bad comic. Like
Yeah, Kevin
she-males, like,
James.
he would do that. He's like, yeah, I was Paul Blart. I'm like, get in. Yo, did you ever see any parts of Paul Blart Mall
No,
Cop?
no, because
That guy,
I hate Kevin
he would
James.
suck
Like,
it.
God
Kevin
damn, I
James
hate
would
him.
suck a dick for money. He just doesn't care.
Adam
That movie's
Sandler's
so
dick.
It's so self-deprecating. Like it makes him look like such a schween. I mean, he's like all fat and ugly and stupid and shit. And he's on a fucking like what do they call those what do they call those fucking dumb things? Segways.
Say,
He's
yeah,
on a
God, those
Segway
things are so...
and he's just inept. And it's just like, dude,
I
there's
could
no
just
way
picture
that you
him going
banged
up to Adam
Carrie.
Sandler.
There's no way his character banged Carrie. There's no way. Like Leah Remini's too good for that ass. Like Leah Remini's gold. And she's a brave woman, so but she was
Dude,
hot.
I could just picture Kevin James going into Adam Sandler's
She's still
office.
beautiful. Leah Remini's still she ain't never going away, man.
I could picture
Fuck that.
Kevin.
I'm sorry. I'm against I will only go against Scientology based. If Leah Remini left Scientology, then I'm against Scientology. If she told me she didn't like In-N-Out Burger, I'd learn how to build fire bombs. I'm just kidding. But I mean, you know what I mean? Leah Remini just can't do no wrong, dude. Except go to Scientology.
I just picture Kevin James going into fucking Adam Sandler's office and begging for a role. He's like, dude, I need a new role. And Adam Sandler being like, I don't have a role, but you could suck my dick. Why don't you come? How would you?
Oh, you want to come over here and suck my balls, do you? You fucking bastard! Come here. It's like
he's like, but I sucked your dick.
Car.
He's like, I sucked your dick last week. Oh, you'll suck my dick again.
Why don't you come over here and show grandma your cock and balls? I'm like, I thought that was so funny when that came out. They're all gonna laugh at you on CD, and yeah, that shit was wild. I was like 10, like fucking Steve motherfucking Polychronopoulos. Yeah, I was just like, yo, James. Fuck me in the goat ass. Mom's like, what did you just?
I love how he went straight from like bug chasing to Kevin James, then to Adam Sandler. Like,
because I don't want to talk about sad, ugly shit. I'd rather talk about.
We just talked about three sad, ugly shits.
I will say this: at least Kevin James isn't like some horrible, horrible fucking like he's. You know what I mean? He just seems like pretty like
retarded.
Standard. He's standard. He's not. I consider him like a 65 out of 100. Like he's not a terrible comedian. He's got good timing. He's a professional actor as fuck. I mean, Kevin James. I do watch. I mean, it's like I'm not gonna talk shit about the guy. You know,
I just fucking hate
he
him.
just does. I just think there's not a lot of roles for a guy like him. So it's like if he wants to star in a movie, he's gonna have to do some dumb shit.
Yes,
like the white version of wearing the dress. You know, like Hollywood's just like we'll make him suck dick and do the Paul Blart movie. Anyway, let's go to Boca.
That's a new.
We'll go to the China Club of Berlin.
That's a new Paul Blart movie.
That place. Did I ever tell you about that place, man?
What?
I shouldn't tell you about that. The China Club of Berlin.
No,
you wouldn't even know. I found out about the China Club of Berlin for real. Dude, I shouldn't say shit like that, but it's pretty cool. It's like a private ass fucking place in Germany. Let's just say someone brought me a little bit of the China Club of Berlin.
Was this
Fucking
during the
wild.
winter time with a lot of snow on the ground?
It was actually outside of that. No, it was recent. It was more recent when I was like able to kind of experience the China Club of Berlin, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean. So
No.
I'll tell you afterwards. It's so funny.
I just now I feel like you're hinting towards homosexuality because that's what Berlin's known for.
That's Dresden, dude. Get your germs together. Germanic. That's Dresden. Berlin's has a pretty strong gay community too, but that's not what I was talking about. There is a place called the China Club of Berlin. I'm not kidding you. If you want, you get a red luggage tag for your stuff. Let's just say Berlin's fucked up, dude. Let's just say I got on the horn with my buddies at Telefunken, Conseco, and who was the other guy? And Telefunken, Robotnik, and Conseco. Those guys, remember them?
Yeah.
238,000 Reichsmarks in the seat of a young Cambodian sailor. And we got to see Ramstein in Berlin. Fucked up. Reichsmarks. Like they're out there. So anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Oh man, yeah. Well, they finally, after fucking 7 years,
that was the most cryptic, dumbest shit I've ever said.
Dude, you lost me like midway through, and I was like, this motherfucker's not even about the country.
I was rambling. Sort of.
No. I mean, they finally concluded like most of that stupid fucking election. Thank God the elections are over, by the way, because it doesn't matter who wins or loses. But like, I just don't have to see another fucking election ad.
Oh, I forgot to vote. I'm a really bad Democrat.
I just don't vote, so I can make fun of everything.
I'm a registered Democrat, so I don't care. I'm a registered Democrat. It gets me all the good. It gets me all the good jobs. It's like that's why I did it. That's all. No, I did it for Tulsi Gabbard. Well, that was a great 3 weeks. It's like, dude, they came to New York, and I was a delegate. I was official. Some guy picked me up. I won't say that. Some other politician picked me up one night, brought me out to some fucking meeting, dude. Like Cory Booker, all this. It was like they weren't there.
Bro, like Cory Booker looks like a fucking Ninja Turtle without a bandana on.
Well, dude, so he had everybody was there. All the Democratic, like they had delegates, and so they made me a delegate for Tulsi Gabbard. If you look on, like, if you ever signed out any one of the sheets to like promise to vote for her, my name was on those papers. And then she just fucking stopped after like a week. Like I called the guy and I was like, I had this guy I was talking to, and he would set me up with whatever I needed to do to campaign or whatever, just information. And then he fucking was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, yo, what happened? He's like, she's like, it's just kind of, I was like, is it done? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so she kind of just she took a shit in New York. But now she's like a star and shit. And she's trying to get all fame. And she's like, I mean, she's pretty, but like, come on with the marketing shit. Like, I don't mean this in a chauvinistic way, but be a man. Like, you don't have to sell your looks. Like, you have good like ideas and shit.
I don't know.
No.
All I know is, what are you doing?
My job just sent me an assignment. And I have to reject it because I have something to do.
Oh.
I'll just say that. That's why I was like,
yeah, I was like, did he just go catatonic? She lost. No, I don't know. I don't fucking vote. I am a registered conservative or Republican. I just don't fucking vote because it doesn't fucking matter. Although, as I was saying, I am so happy that the fucking election shit's over. I don't have to see any more fucking the lamest attack ads. Doug Mastriano is against abortion, all that stupid shit. And then it's like they cut to this Pennsylvania woman. She's 80 years old, 700 pounds. And she's like,
oh, yeah, you're in Pennsylvania, so they dumb it down.
She's like, Doug Mastriano ain't going to make rules about my body. I was like, you're 80 and 700 pounds. You don't even make the fucking rules anymore, homie. Like, Food and Age does. Says,
thank God. Yeah, dude, it was so great. Like, I'd like walk past the TV and it's like, dude, would you vote for Lee Zeldin and support a baby killer?
I'd vote for
Governor Hochul. I was like, wait, like what? Like Lee Zeldin rejoiced over the Capitol riots. I'm like, even if he was down with that shit, I'm sure he didn't openly rejoice. That's a lie. You know what I mean? Like he didn't go, yeah, all right, violence. Like he was probably just like,
All I know is
People are
that
pissed.
fucking Oz lost and Fetterman went out here, which they both suck because Oz
That
isn't a
guy
fucking.
is a total tool, bro. That
Which
fucking Mean
one?
Joe Green commercial.
Oh
Is that the
god damn
guy?
it, dude. That shit
He's
sucked.
such a fucking dude.
Hey
He's a
kid,
tool. And then
I'm running for
yeah,
senator. I know it's
yeah.
just
I
like
was
what?
like,
And then he
wow,
drinks the
wow.
soda and he throws the jersey and like cuts to the camera and he's got this psychotic look on his face
I
and I was
thought
like,
by the I just thought by the chromosome sound of his voice that he would have drank the soda and like had put like he would have put the jersey in his mouth and threw the bottle at the kid.
"Hey kid,
Like,
cots." The little kid
Clunk.
turns around. He's like, "Oh."
I don't want to make fun of somebody that's mentally developmentally disabled because he sounds
Oh,
that way.
he's
Like, and he's
retarded.
not.
No,
Didn't he have a stroke? That's
he had
why.
a stroke so bad that he won't even let the
Yeah,
doctors release the results of
dude.
how the stroke is.
He was in. He's from Scranton, which is like
No, he's
the
not. He's
swimming
from
pool of.
Braddock.
Well, but still, like Scranton is like the swimming pool of piss and moronic. I mean, I'm sorry. I've been to
Nah, man,
Scranton
that's
too many
fucking
times.
Shamokin.
Shamokin, Wilkes-Barre,
There's a
like,
town out here
dude, and
called Shamokin, dude, and it's such a shithole.
You see these people. No, they just unassigned me from another fucking thing. I have to be like, I can't do that one. All right, Connor.
I'll hide your camera.
Fuck. What am I gonna do? I can't.
Boy. All right. Text my phone when you're ready.
All right, you could bring me back in.
Yeah. What am I a fucking?
Give me 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Just go ahead. I'm gonna go through a couple of these fucking videos
fucking
anyway.
Motherfuckers. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Well, they're not motherfuckers. I just.
All right. Well, that was fucking strange. Anyway, election's finally over. Thank the fucking high heavens. I think Lauren Boebert fucking retained her seat, which is cool because she's great looking. Although she's got a terrible name. But yeah, other than the Republicans took the fucking House, which is cool. I don't know about the Senate because I fucking don't give a shit anymore. But one of the cool things to come out of that was this.
There is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution.
Can anybody really, like, seriously, like, I'm not even trying to be, like, a fucking cynical. Can anybody name something that she's done that has had a lasting effect? Because Nancy Pelosi is the biggest piece of fucking shit that I have ever, like, as a politician. Well, her and Schumer. I fucking hate both of them. Hold on. There we go. They both suck. They're both such terrible fucking people. Oh, you're back. That was quick. You know what? I might as well start this over now that you're here. Talking about how the election's over. You're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're not in. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Nothing. Do you have the split? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think old Tally Boy ran into some problems there. Hold on 1 second. Let me reconfigure this stupid shit. Sorry. No, I got it. God. Yep. No, you're good. Now you muted yourself again. There you go.
Yeah, well, but I can't see anything. So it's safe driving mode. Motherfucking yeah. Okay. So
is your Bluetooth on?
No, it's just being stupid. Give me just a second.
You got it.
Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I know, but it's just not doing what I need to do, which is avoiding getting destroyed. Now the fucking camera's not rotating, so everything's super fucking small. Oh boy. All right. right. Now it's on safe drive.
I still hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm really angry right now. I shouldn't be on safe driving mode. But should be able to see me now.
Yeah, I can see you. I didn't even know the fucking iPhones had that capability because I don't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but like you're like on speaker for some reason. Mic mode standard. Why is this going on? All right, you can keep going. I could hear you. I just don't know why my phone is like doing this.
I don't know. That's weird though. I've never seen that. That's you. I'm.
Yo, fucking cut the episode. Start over.
No, I'm not gonna start. We're already a half hour into it, dude.
I have headphones. I'm calling you.
So I'm gonna take your camera back off. Restart your phone.
Wow.
Anyway, can anybody name a fucking thing that this stupid fucking disheveled cunt has ever done to benefit anybody? It's all about her. She gets caught with all the stupid fucking stock shit. Her husband has some weird fucking shit going on. He gets fucking beaten with a hammer. I mean, I'm into kinky shit, but that's a little too fucking weird to me. I wouldn't even fucking do that. Well, let's see what she says. I'll try to get James back on in the meantime.
There is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution.
What great state? Oh, like a whole whoa.
In our caucus, I will not.
What was that last thing?
And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek defending our Constitution.
They always bring that up, defending the Constitution. And they are the... What the fuck was that? They are the first people to sit there and fucking strip it. But it's always that fucking stupid fucking war cry for them. Oh my God, we gotta defend the Constitution. But then it's like, oh, well, we want guns. No, you can't have fucking guns. Let's see. No, there he is.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, when I hung up the phone, I fucking like screamed. Did you hear that on the other side or no?
I did. It's not in the episode. I heard it through my phone for some reason. Like you were still on the phone with me.
But it's not on the
Nah, dude.
It's not on the episode because I just like let out and I didn't mean it. I just screamed really hard. Like just don't want that like on there. We just gotta make sure it's not on there.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna who cares about technical? We're a half hour in. I'm not gonna restart it and just go to a part. Who gives a shit?
It was bad. It was like my phone was fritzing and then the camera was this way and shit. I'm just worried about like because I yelled and I don't want that on the episode. That's definitely not on there.
I didn't hear it. I heard you right before I hung up. I heard you go motherfucker, and that was it. And I was like, all right. I hung it up right when I told you I was going to.
After that, I got really like angry.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that, dude.
Okay. But we'll just make sure. I mean, you do watch the episodes, right?
I watch it right afterwards, review it, make sure all the sound, everything's good. There's nothing too spongy.
Good. Yeah, just make sure before we go to that spot that I just didn't fucking like bug out like that. It's like I went diabolical, but I said something stupid. That's what it is.
I time stamped it. I know exactly when it happened.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's like I didn't mean to say it. I got really pissed. So, and I'm saying it now. In fact, even if it's not on the episode, I admit I just said something stupid that I shouldn't have said.
So while you were gone, we were talking about, or I was talking about, not we. There was nobody participating. How the only good thing to come out of this election cycle so far is Nancy Pelosi is stepping down after 20 years of being a useless fucking hag. The lady who gets caught insider trading her stocks. Her husband has a very funny relationship with a transient who beats his head in a hammer after they've been together for 20 minutes in the Capitol Police.
What was this? His business card say like PP Pelosi on it?
PP Pelosi. PP Toucher Pelosi.
What's his name? Paul, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he looks like a Paul, if you know what I mean.
Paul Stanley, of course.
But, he looks like Stanley Klein.
Yeah, oh God, but we have this.
There is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California,
she's sick.
and defending our Constitution.
Oh, you think so? I didn't think about that.
She's sick. She doesn't sound well. I wouldn't even. I feel bad. I mean, look, I think she's had a bad time with ovarian cancer. I'm not calling anything, but she doesn't sound well, dude. I mean, she's never looked well, and I'm not trying to be derogatory. If she is sick, I don't want to be like sound clipped, like mocking her. I'm saying she looks sick, and she sounds sick.
I'll tell you what,
she really does.
If she goes in the next half a year to a year, I'll send you $20.
No, I don't want to make money off her death.
Deadpool.
No, it's horrible. Oh, that's weird. I don't want to make 20. I'd be like, ew, Andrew Jackson. No, I don't wish her death. That's awful. But I'm kind of relieved she's stepping down. They could use a new voice.
But I like this, what she says right here. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm listening.
The great state of California and defending our Constitution.
What defense of the Constitution? They're so
by amending it.
By amending it in their favor.
Yeah.
Like every time something happens, they're like, "Oh, we gotta get rid of this." It started in 1917 with Eugene v. Debs versus the United States, where they were able to limit free speech. Then,
but that also was to like there was a lot of anarchy in the country.
Well, that's not the only example.
McKinley had been fucking assassinated by one.
Yeah, that's not the only example, though.
I think Garfield was killed by like an unhinged guy named Leon Zol something.
Kozolskowitz.
And he was he was Zolskaz or something. He was like fucking unhinged, but he was like an anarchist too.
Yeah, but that's not the only time they've sat there and limited it.
Oh, they've
more
recent
example. More recent example. During the initial thing that happened for the past couple of years that they keep extending the emergency for. You couldn't even have an opinion about where the origins was or
I didn't like that. They were like, "Oh, you're spreading misinformation."
Yeah, it's like who the fuck are you?
I don't have a right to an opinion. Like, what do you think I'm doing? Do you think I'm like getting COVID and fucking spreading it everywhere I go? I'm vaccinated. I have kids. Like, fuck off. Like, Joe Rogan had the right to say to whatever he wanted. In fact, dude, Joe Rogan makes more fucking sense than a lot of the shit that I hear from other people who just read the fucking newspaper and repeat the same diarrhea to me as if I couldn't fucking get the Times myself. Thank you, motherfucker. Sorry.
That's the anger I like. But no, it's just like, oh, we're going to save the... They always do that. That is their fucking rally. That's their shitty rally. Every time something happens,
remember the main.
But every time something doesn't work in their favor, they want to introduce some legislation. And then when they're up for re-election, they're like, we have to save the Constitution, dude. And it's like, well, how many times are you going to strip it and save it? What the fuck?
I don't know. Just ask Mayor Pete. I'm tired of hearing about this shit.
Mayor Pete Booty Plug?
Does he have a butt plug? I don't know too much. I don't know about too much about Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Is it Buttigieg?
Some weird shit. But yeah, let's finish this one off.
And with great confidence.
Oh, she's still going?
I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hours come for a new generation
she does sound
to
sick,
lead
you're right.
the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect. And I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility. Madam Speaker, standing here today...
Her voice is going. It's not even like she's hoarse or sick. She's just like wavering. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But colleagues whose courage and commitment with the support of your families have made many of these accomplishments possible. In fact, could not have been done without you. For my dear husband, Paul, who has been my beloved partner in life and my pillar of support. Thank you. We're all
hammer of support
for all the prayers and well wishes as he continues his recovery. Thank you so much.
She had the right to say that.
By 2020,
listen. I don't care. I don't care what she says.
Listen,
she can wish her husband.
What is she gonna do? Do you think the woman's gonna end her political career and not defend, like, say that she did her best by the Constitution. She's not going to turn around and be like, and by the way, fuck the Constitution. I mean,
you know what? I'm going to be honest with you,
block.
though. I'll be honest with you.
It's
if she came out and said that,
block.
if she came out and said that, I'd be like, I would have respect for her. I'd be like, wow, okay.
I don't know. I mean, look, yeah, I don't know. That shit with her husband, though, I don't want to go into it because that's really murky, man. I don't want to go into it, though. It's
yeah,
stupid,
we'll see what.
but,
I mean, nothing's ever going to come from it.
We'll see what happens. I don't know because that other guy is going to probably want to say something unless he gets paid off. If he gets paid off, then just it's over. Forget about it. Then you just hear rumors forever.
Or if he dies in prison.
And it's really, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I know I don't want to see somebody kill her husband, obviously, but like he's going to be fine. He's probably hurt, but it's like
he's older than her, isn't he?
Yeah, who cares? Like, let them both just listen. Like, if they're not going to hurt anybody, let them just go off and enjoy their retirement. Let her sit
yeah,
by
as
the
long
pool
as
and have her martinis and shit. And
as long as both of them keep their fucking cocksuckers shut. Any politician, both left and right. I think once you leave office, it should be like the 1800s where you go back to practicing law and die at like 50 years old. Like, it's just bullshit.
Hell yeah,
that they're
Jebediah.
like, it's just bullshit that
Obadiah.
like George Bush can get out of office and he does like a speech every year telling everybody how good like the fucking Homeland Security Act is and shit. It's like, dude, shut up. You
job. So
fucking
what?
lied.
He's a talking head now. Who cares? Dude, listen, they have to make money. Presidents don't make much, and they didn't get a pension until like I think maybe Truman. Did Truman get a pension? I think he was maybe the first. They didn't get shit. They just left office. It was like, later, dudes. And then they were like, all right, I'm gonna go back home to Virginia and die. That's it. Then they like bloodlet you and shit.
Yeah. Like, oh well.
My job's calling me and I'm not answering
that. I think he might have answered that. Oh, this episode's been fucking a blast so far. I'll fucking invite him back. Oh my god. It did it again. I can't even hear you. Nope. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on one second. Meeting for all. Let's see if I can get him back. That was fucking retarded. My job's calling. I guess I'll just go pick it up. Jesus Christ. Wait, talk? No, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can, but your camera's off. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Now he's back. Dude, I just laughed so fucking hard.
It's so hard not to be motherfucking discouraged. It's like you just don't want the wind out of your sails, but it's like, dude, it's like getting your dick sucked after you already came. I fucking told you.
Dude, that will go down as one of my favorite moments because you were like, I'm not even gonna answer it, and then the screen went black, and I started laughing so hard. That is great. That's why I like doing it live, man.
Keep it. I'm fine with that.
That's why I like doing it live, dude. That's it. You know what I mean?
You
like,
know what it is, and now I gotta call them back. He's like, I picked it up, and I was like, hello, and then I hung it up because I was like, no, we're not talking about anything. Like, we already have everything for it. Why are they calling me? I have to call them later on. I'm in the middle of something. But I didn't mean to answer it. And I'm really trying to be still excited to do this. It's just been so
dude,
hard.
you're fine, man. That was fucking hilarious. So what? It was a little comedic break.
Hold on a sec. I just need a little inspiration. I think of the teachings of like Marcus Aurelius and the greats and all right, I feel better. That's gonna play out.
Dude, that's gonna get us popped so quick.
Is it really? Do you think so?
It might have been short enough. It might have been short enough.
It's not the actual. It's like an MP3 of an MP3 from Japan.
Dude,
do you think we would really get knocked for that?
Yeah, I don't know. They're fucking frivolous. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't care. I found a store, by the way. I found a store of this dude who just it's like an antique store. This old dude, he's like 90. He collects a bunch of shit. Dude, he has.
Fuck, man. Now I got something in common with Ray Parker Jr.
AIDS?
No, we both got sued for stealing the Ghostbusters theme from. Well, I don't know. Will Huey Lewis play us? That'd be so cool. I like them.
But yeah, dude, I found this antique store, and this guy had an original Ghostbusters lunchbox. It was plastic with the thermos in it.
I remember, dude, I can look back in kindergarten, like 1988, and I remember the smell of my lunchroom and my like thermos. You know, it's like that old cheap shitty like plastic with the fucking shit that leaches out into it. But yeah, I remember having a thermos. Like the original ones had like a glass liner in them.
Dude, I was honestly, I was thinking about going back and picking up a couple of them. He's got one that I wanted to buy. I thought about buying it and sending it to you. It was Mork and Mindy.
Oh God.
Because I could just see you smashing it and be like, "Oh yeah, no, I put it in my closet, but it's just gone in the garbage." Dad's like, "What the fuck is this? What is this gay shit? What is going on?"
You know I'm not like that, hoe bag. I fucking value shit. I value gifts from you guys. Yo, speaking of gifts, who wants a lollipop? I found this. Remember this?
Oh God. Why?
I mean, it's there. Oh, it's there. And she painted. Oh, actually, you know what? I shouldn't. I don't even know it. Like that might be a print.
Yeah, it's exactly what that was. I didn't even.
No,
James,
it's not a print.
It is. Look at it.
I don't want. It's not a print. It's not a print.
James, she used a muff stencil.
That's not true. Why are you saying that? I never even looked inside the lid.
Yeah, well, you got to see her lid.
It's not it. Why are you doing that? Like, people are gonna be like, "Yo, man, you're looking at. Why do you have stuff like that? Why do you have friends that are weird?" And I'll be like,
"Do you fucking not realize what country we are in, dude? We have like a fucking population of the country that's into furry porn. I don't want to hear shit." It is. You're second guessing it now. Hold it up to the camera. Show them. Everybody else will agree.
I did change the product. It's more family-friendly Topps baseball cards.
Oh, yeah. The other one was family-friendly. It creates families all right.
It's not a print. It's Topps baseball.
No, it's not a print. It's somebody put paint on their snooze magoose and then smashed it on a lid. They were like, "Plah!"
Why would they do that?
I would put my balls on paint and put it on a letter if I hated somebody.
You're telling me that, all right, so you're telling me one of my friends was like, "All right, I'll send you a lollipop in the mail, and I'm also going to sit on top of paint, and then I'm going to put that in the package."
Have you not been
to, it's there.
Have you not been to efuck.com?
I have never been to efuck. Honestly, I've never been. What the fuck? Like, that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what is efuck.com?
Oh, I can't play it on the show, but it's basically this dude.
No, tell me what the fuck it is.
It's basically this dude who curates all the most worst amateur shit you can find, but all the bloopers, all the bloopers.
Used to send me shit like that, like that guy getting fisted in the ass. Like,
yes, that was from that website.
Bro. It was like so horrible. Like, I don't ever watch gay porn. I don't watch any. I really don't watch porn. I'm not a big porn guy. I don't like it. And then it's like, you just send me fucking dudes getting. I'm like, yo, like, I try to avoid that shit. And I save it up for a Friday night, so you just spoil it.
You avoid it like the plague of 1983.
Dude, that's not a print. I'm gonna ask her. It's not a print. I mean, like, my brother said on like live, as I throw it next to the other package I haven't even opened yet, and I'm not going to, because you, my friend, can't be a grown up.
No, I most certainly cannot.
It's not a print though. It's fucking cute though. It's funny.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it is. I will ask though. I'll ask. I'll ask. I'll let you know. I'm gonna ask. I'll be like, did you? And if they said yes, I'd be like, aw. Like, I wouldn't be mad. What the fuck would I be mad for in my situation? I can see those things if I wanted to at this point, but I don't. I got other things to do. I'm recording and not talking about my personal life
and smashing your prints.
I would love to make a fucking PP print. Like, wham, like a Pollock.
You put your dick between two pieces of wax paper and you heat it up with an iron. Dad's like, "Why were you crying last night?"
What do you mean crying? I put icy hot on my balls, dude. Okay, I'm a rebel. A rebel with a lollipop that you say has a you're saying it's a snooze print. Which it's not.
Listen,
it's funny. Go ahead.
I watched this already. I got to go take a piss because I have the bang peas. I want you to watch this. And
you've been to India?
Yeah, I'll be back. You can enjoy this one. This is the biggest waste of money that we're about to see.
Whistleblowers describe President Biden as chairman of the board for these businesses. He personally participated in meetings and phone calls. Documents show that he was a partner with access to an office. To be clear, Joe Biden is the big guy. This evidence raises troubling questions about whether President Biden is a national security risk and about whether he is compromised by foreign governments. In the 118th Congress, this committee will evaluate the status of Joe Biden's relationship with his family's foreign partners and whether he is a president who is compromised or swayed by foreign dollars and influence. I want to be clear. This is an investigation of Joe Biden. And that's where the committee will focus in this next Congress.
Why can't I hit the fucking off button? Oh, it's over. Thank God. I don't care. I will never eat another fucking peach because of you American fucking people. I will tell you that right now. God, with the fucking impeachment. Okay, listen, we all know he works with the Ukraine, right? And his son
this weird new
tool
is quickly
so at the end of the day,
popular...
if you don't like it, then that's fine. It's if it's part of what he's allowed to do, then he's allowed to do it. If you don't like it, change the policy. Anything beyond that, I really don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck politically what goes on. I really don't. As long as we avoid war and there's no bullshit. And we just don't really know what to do. We're fucking idiots. We're fucking idiots. We are, though. That was great. So I don't even, what do I say to that? And it's James, he's like, let me just be clear. I'm like, come on, dude, you are clear.
Yeah, dude, I saw that. And, dude, it's just dumb. It's another fucking, nothing's going to happen. Ain't shit gonna happen.
We know that his son Hunter worked for Burisma, and he had no qualifications to be there. So other than that, you can investigate that. This is just them. Listen, they're
basically like getting revenge for all the shit that happened to them, and it's just dumb.
Just so it doesn't make sense. I think they both work together. I really do. Those parties work together.
Yeah, of course. It's a kangaroo court, man.
It's just there to keep us on our toes, man. I really don't care. Honestly, dude, like, it's all the same to me. Democrat, Republican, they're all morons. They're fucking, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear Trump. I don't want to hear nothing, dude. Like, seriously, just bring back Ronald Reagan and let me just, like, wear neon. And people like, no, you can't have Reagan. It's like, oh, okay. How about Jerry Ford? No. Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, you have shitty Jimmy Carter in right now.
Yeah, you have like slipping Jimmy Carter right now. Biden's just like he's a mess. Every time he talks, it's like I'm kind of like nervous. Like seriously, every time he's in the news, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, same thing with Trump though. Every time Trump was, I was like, oh, what did he say now? This is really embarrassing. We've had two embarrassing presidents, man. I like even if you like Trump, he was embarrassing.
Yeah, when he opened his mouth, he was a fucking idiot. But I mean, I do miss.
Wait, what is the thing he does with his hand? I don't know. What is that? He does that when he talks.
You do this.
Yeah.
My opponent was sucking cock. I saw him suck cock. I walked in the room and I said, "You're rude. You're sucking cock." Yeah, I mean, every time he opened his mouth, it was dumb. I just missed cheap gas and.
You had too much Christopher Walken in that. You have to have a sharper voice.
My opponent was sucking cock. I walked in. I pushed Natalie Woods off a boat because I was so distraught.
Yo. I heard some motherfucking shit about that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Someone told me someone that I believe and trust. I'm not going to say who, and let's not. They told me some shit about that night. That it's not what you think. Except that it might be what you joke about.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Dude, but they like gave kind of evidential reasoning as like for it. Like just kind of, oh man. It's like, I don't know. That's
Robert Vaughn walked into the cabin of the boat and was like, "Take your pants off, Chris. I just want to see what you're working with."
Robert Vaughn was what an underrated talent. I'm a huge Robert Vaughn fan, honestly. I really am. I'm a big Robert Vaughn. I might be the biggest Robert Vaughn fan of all time.
Natalie Wood was an under the sea talent.
Natalie Wood. Not a big Natalie Wood fan. Did not deserve to die, obviously. Very tragic. I'm not going to sit there and wax about it, though. I'm not a huge fan of hers. What do you want me to say? You want me to be you want me to lie to you? You want me to fucking lie to you?
Yes, lie, you cocksucker. No,
Tell me lies.
That would be really funny though if that really happened. Christopher Walken just walking drunk on the boat, and he's like, "Robert, please, I'm begging you, take me." Natalie Wood came in, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, fuck. I'm not even acknowledging that Robert. I'm talking about Robert Vaughn.
Yeah, Robert Vaughn. Sorry, not Robert Wood. Sorry.
You were trying to make Robert Vaughn sound like a murderer.
He is.
Which in the episode of Columbo that I really love, he was. So hey,
he
Connor,
wasn't
great connection.
No, I'm sorry. I thought he was a murderer in A-Team, but he was like.
No, he was like the
commanding officer of them when they were in fucking.
Yeah. Robert Vaughn is just such a great actor, man. He's dead now.
Great in Basketball.
What?
He's great in the movie Basketball.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's a fucking hilarious movie by the two guys from South Park before they got famous. And
yeah, I remember the movie, but I think I have seen it. It's not. Listen, I know you do. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. It's bad. The dialogue is a little snippy snappy. There's some jokes in there, and dude, Trey Parker, Matt Stone are very witty gentlemen, but they weren't ready for prime time with that film. That shit. And it's weak. It's so weak. Now, some of the dialogue's great. I mean, you could see that they were onto something, but the movie's so incomplete.
I forgot who made that movie. It's not Jerry Bruckheimer, is it?
Why would Jerry really? I would be shocked if Jerry Bruckheimer would make a fucking movie on that level. Like he was like, let me just dumb it down real quick.
Let me see who made this. David Zucker. David Zucker made it.
Yeah, he would. He's
Cucker.
A sucker for that shit.
David Cucker. He's like, please, I'll film your movie. Just fuck my wife in front of me, please.
That's gross.
Robert Vaughn. Yeah, Robert Vaughn did those fucking insurance commercials for years too afterwards.
Yeah, the lawyer ones or something.
Yeah, that was a lawyer.
Myers. Jacoby and Myers.
Was it Jacoby and Myers?
Like, I don't know.
Jacoby and Jacoby, I think it was.
Dude, you know what's really funny? If you like walk into like any place in Suffolk County, New York, and you see Hispanic people, if like you hurt your arm or like Joe Galano like bop your arm into a door, be like Hinarte, and people crack the fuck up because he's such a famous lawyer on Telemundo. And I know a little Spanish, from like working with the guys at my old job. So like, I could pick up on certain words. I knew like Hinarte was like this kind of like, it was a dippy commercial, but like in a pop culture sense for a lot of people. So I picked up on that. So if like I hit I'd stub my toe like Hinarte, and they would laugh. And then I would feel like I was accepted, which I really wasn't because I'm awkward, like right now. And I can't stop talking.
I'm trying to find out what that lawyer commercial was.
You missed that. I just stared out this. You're supposed to laugh at me and be like, you idiot, because I just made it awkward.
Keller, that was it. Oh, he did a bunch of. Oh, he did law office commercials all around the country. All right, that makes sense. Oh wow.
Did you say Helen Keller?
Helen Keller Law Associates. They won't see us coming.
You can't keep her down. Well, Mortality did, but dude, do you know she was like into like Satanism and shit?
Yeah, she was a huge occult person towards the end.
She was into the occult. Like Helen Keller, who like couldn't speak, couldn't see. I don't understand why her mind went that way. It's just very strange, right? Like because she has like, she's very intelligent. She would have been on a genius level. It's very like, obviously it would have been very sad to happen to any child, but dude, do you ever think like the limitations she had? Like she really had very little like communication with the outside world, except for what she created and like what she was able to accept and like integrate into her own. But how did she get into the occult? What would appeal to her? It's so weird. But then again, maybe nobody ever taught her about like church. I would say she lived in the 1800s. She probably went to church all the time.
What occult part was she part of?
I don't know. Was she like Theo? What is that thing? Theosophist or something like that? That's something from like the 1900s. Albert Spalding, the baseball player, was one. His name is still seen today on Spalding sports goods, which, for better or for worse, if you own that stuff, quality's kind of. I think he died in 1915, but Theophilus, like I don't know.
I can't.
I think it was like some Egyptian-based,
like theism.
Something. It's one of those things, like and he was like one of those. I don't know, man. Scientology, science rules. David
Science stool.
Miscavige just like hit the copyright button on that shit, and then Bill Nye went after him, and then he saw like snipers watching him.
Bill Nye the cocksucker. Bill.
Cocksucking. Why is Bill Nye a cocksucker?
Cocksucking. Why does it feel so good?
Well, it goes without saying, but like, why don't you like Bill Nye? All right, I don't agree with his political views, but like, he's a nice guy.
He was cool in the 90s, but he just kind of like fizzled out.
He didn't fizzle out. You just don't like his political views. And I don't blame you. He's pretty liberal. Like, I didn't know you're conservative, so I could see the clash. But he's outside of that. Like, all right, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't like his views, and he doesn't believe in God.
I find him to be the most annoying person in the world, because people will be like, oh, like they'll make it like. They'll be like, oh, how does this work? And then he's like, well, actually, somebody will joke, and he'll be like, that's not a joke, because actually what happens is the Star Wars Death
he's
Star
weirder than
couldn't
that, bro.
have...
You ever watch him with, like, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, but, like, you can't even joke around him. You'd be like, man, I feel like shit today. He'd be like, well, actually, you figuratively feel like shit, because what happens with shit is shit's broken down molecules from food.
He gets really weird. He gets really emotionally weird.
Because he's autistic. But,
like, no. Look, I really respect the man, dude. Honestly, I learned a lot from like a lot of the facts. And then like, dude, he came up with that Manhattan Henge. So I don't agree with like his views, because he doesn't really believe in a God, because he believes in science, and I understand that. You know, he believes in scientific truths, and I have personal truths, like my beliefs. So that's the way he would see it. That's what he would call it. But like, his scientific truths are what he holds on to, and that's plausible for a lot of people. He doesn't have the faith. So but he's very smart, dude. Like that Manhattan Henge thing, he was inspired by that, I think, because I think it was like he went to see Stonehenge, and then years later when he saw the street grid, he like understood like the way shit was working. It's pretty fucking phenomenal. Guy's a fucking genius, so I definitely respect him.
You're a genius. He just annoys me.
Well, I'm a Christian, you know, so I believe in God. I mean, science isn't going to answer everything for me. However, I do use a lot of science. I'm not one of those people that believe in God and are just like, God takes care of everything. Like faith does take care of a lot, but you got to know science. You got to know things. You got to understand things. You can't be like a flat earther.
Well, no, if you're a flat earther, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, there's some people out there that you'd be shocked, man. Like Kyrie Irving. Well, now I'm not shocked. Kyrie Irving doesn't even shock me anymore. He just does shit.
I don't know. Neil, whatever is fucking stupid.
Neil Diamond.
Neil
fucking Diamond. Neil Young.
I'm Neil Diamond, and I'm here to kiss your dad. Well, I like Neil Diamond. He's like fucking 104.
Yo, Neil Diamond, One Hot August Night, is one of the best live albums you'll ever listen to. Seriously. Even if you're not into his music, you'll just love the feel of the record. The production is just got to be overdubs like any other record, but it's fucking phenomenal.
I used to have it.
It's a phenomenal record. It just looks like he's like playing his penis. He's like, that's the album cover. It really is. Like
years ago, I sent you a picture. I don't have it anymore. I'm sure if I scrolled back through Messenger years ago, like it just went through the pictures. I took a picture of the Hot August Night, and I edited a penis into it, and I wrote Hot Hasidic Nights, and you were like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you did do that. But I was like, what did that have to do with Hasidic Jews? Like, you're just going to get flagged for anti-Semitic. You don't mean to be anti-Semitic. That's the sad part about your journey, my friend, because you'll say shit like that or do shit like that, and it's like, what a cruel thing. It's like, you're like you were the kid in 4th grade making swastikas in notebooks. Like, you didn't mean to be like mean. Like, you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Then you get older and you're just like, nah. It's been a while since you sent me anything like that. It's been a long time. I feel like you've grown up.
I sent you a picture of Anthony Weiner's face photoshopped on a dude's dick tip, and you were like, don't ever send me this shit again. You were so
Connor, it was a legit big dick. It was like, Connor, it was like one little small part of Anthony Weiner's head and this big massive shaft.
Dude, the one that Sean sent this morning had me cracking up in the truck.
Which one was it?
Because you guys found that Jimmy Page album soundtrack, Lucifer Rising.
Yeah.
And Sean's like, yeah, he actually stole it. He sent me a Photoshop of a muscular guy. And it says Lou Stiffer Rising, and I was like,
no, it says Lou Siffer. Like, his last name is Siffer. I thought that was pretty witty.
I was like, dude, what a fucking hilarious thing.
That dude. See, I hate when you guys send me pictures because I've never seen that guy had 2 plums, man. Dude, he had a camel toe. Like, it was horrible. And he like sent me this picture, and I'm just like, I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm hungry. It's not fair. I don't know why you did that.
Lucifer Rising. It's so sick.
It was like an Italian sailor from the 40s, and he was in like short shorts or some shit.
It's dude, it was so fucking witty though. Lucifer Rising, and I was like, that's pretty good.
Dude, do you remember? Yeah, I was thinking of this bad joke. I was like, I was gonna come up to somebody and be like, did you hear about that band? Well, that deleted scene when that Italian woman came to like the Charlotte's Web farm and like started like getting like really fucked up and shit, but like Wilbur fell in love with her. And then they sang that song, I wish he was mine, Zuckerman's famous pig. And then I was like, no, that would get me in trouble.
What's in it for me, Charlotte?
No, that's so fucked up. Yeah, Templeton. Templeton the rat.
Yeah,
everybody knows it. Everybody knows a fucking Templeton.
Templeton.
That's what.
In the sequel, Templeton sells out Wilbur to Zuckerman for 32 pieces of cheese.
Hell yeah, he would. He would too.
What's in it for me, Charlotte?
That's that Rene. How do you say his name? Like Aubergine. Wow. Some shit. He was from like fucking Benson. He's a pretty good actor.
Fuck you, Benson.
He was in.
That's not Ted Danson, right?
Benson?
No, which one was Ted Danson in? Becker, sorry.
Becker, yeah.
I fucking hate Ted Danson.
Connor, I want to
fuck
sound
you, Becker, and fuck you, Benson.
Connor, I want to make that my text sound. So when somebody texts me in the morning, it's like, fuck you, Benson.
Fuck you, Benson, you fucking cocksucker.
I like him. I like that show. I like that. I don't know why. I remember. All right, so, this is not mean. So my first ex-wife, she was like, we were watching TV, and then she was like, "What do you like to watch?" And I was like, whatever. It's like, I put on like the Benson show, and I looked over at her. I've never seen anybody react like this, and it's just like she was perfectly normal and fine, and she would just looked at me and she was like, "The fucking theme song is awful. How can you watch this show?" And I was like, she got really upset. I was just like, if you watch the show, the theme song's really dippy and stupid, but it like upset her. She was like, why would they make it so bad? I was like, it's just from 1979. And she was just like, no. I was like, all right, I won't watch it around you. I just never watched that show around her. It was that bad. It really was. It was just like, she never gave me a hard time about TV. And I heard it one time, dude. This is another decent story. She came in the bedroom and I was watching Antenna TV and she was like, who are you on the phone with? And I'm serious. This really happened. I pointed at the TV. It was Bachelor Father and the daughter, Noreen Corcoran, who was a teenager during that show. She was like, she passed away, but I actually started writing to her afterwards, but I found her and I was watching Antenna TV. And like my ex came in the room and I was actually like interviewing her while I was like taking notes and watching the TV show she was in. So then I probably like messed her head up a little bit. That's why you should never take me home. And that's the second time I told a woman that today. Self-deprecation and total honesty. Apparently I'm the worst, dude. And I used to be a drinker, so I'm liverwurst.
Ooh, that was cute. Mm-hmm. That was very cute.
Right?
Whatever. Hey, let's start wrapping this thing up because I want to get back. So I've been putting the fucking cabinet set together all day, and I want to get back to it.
Wrap it up.
But yeah, I want to get this stupid fucking thing finished, and I got to finish cleaning.
Is that Chi-Chi LaRue?
That is Chi-Chi LaRue.
You know what's funny? People are like, oh, I don't know. Sometimes they see stuff about gays, but how does he know about the drag queen diva of gay porn? And I'd be
I thought he owned Bareback
Studios.
You know.
And I'd be like, hell no, Jojo Americo. And they'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy I am. Wow. Yeah, I got to record, and I'm going to do something later on.
Yeah, me too. But, all right.
I got to call my job.
We're going to get out of here because I got to sit here and put this fucking cabinet set together and try not to throw it out because I'll do that. But,
But what's fucking you up? It's a fucking cabinet. It's basically a block.
No. It's a buildable cabinet. It's like a huge stand for a microwave because we got Thanksgiving coming up.
Did you go through Prime? Did you get something from fucking Cambodia?
Yeah, of course I did, James.
It came with a little Gary Glitter alarm clock.
Yeah, it was like ring, 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 jail time.
Gamora. Gary Glitter's an awful dude, so I can make fun of him.
But
Gamora instead of good morning.
But yeah, I'll hit you up in a little bit because I'll
Okay.
And I got that fucking piano thing I'm trying to work out, so it's all cool shit.
I can, yeah, you know what? I could help you with your music because I'm gonna record. So
all right,
you want to give me, yeah, do the cabinet, hit me up with your notes for that song, and I'll go work on it.
Okay.
I'm very quick with the mix.
All right. Well, everybody, that was this episode.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I said a
the
lot
technical.
Of dumb shit. Yeah. Check that watermark for my cussies.
I will. I know exactly where it is. Everybody. This was
and like canvas out, spread out a little bit, because I might have just been yelling.
This has been a blast. The technical difficulties actually cheered me up from everything else, and I was like,
yeah, they really cheered me up too, motherfucker. I'm Ferdinand yelling. I'm a dad. I have dad jokes. They're horrible. I'm sorry. All right, bye guys.
Like, subscribe, share this out there. Kiss some hot men.
Boys, yes.